Free socks. Free socks.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to an exciting edition of the Triple B Experience. We haven't been on in a couple weeks due to a preemptive football game, and it wasn't the Steelers. But we are going to go tonight, talk some pop culture stuff, and we are going to do the top 10 chases of all time in movies. But it has to be movies that we've seen, because there is some of the movies on my list that we'll talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, he just entered the room here. Hopefully, I see him. I see him in blackness. But I'll add him to the screen here once he gets on. But ladies and gentlemen, he's the host of West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia. He's my co-host of Steelers Dynasty Podcast, where we're doing a live stream at Sunday at 12:30 to face the Chicago Bears. Last night we had Will Gray from Chicago come on, and it was a really, really good show last night. So we're going to keep the fires burning. So hopefully he's on. His internet is rocking and rolling. And ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the show tonight is special field correspondent Shane Stodmiller. There we go. Okay, we're gonna keep it going because Shane's internet is a little tricky. We're gonna go right into have the tripod of the pulp. There he is. Shane, how you doing? Can you hear me?
My internet's fine, Bubba.
Okay, maybe it's my internet. I don't know. So Shane, the other person is in the studio ready to go. But before we got on, real quick, this is a very hard thing with the top 10 chases movies of all time. And I don't know, maybe you got a different little take on this top 10 when we start talking about it. But we're going to talk some pulp culture stuff. But we got to get him on the show. He is the action figure connoisseur. He knows his pulp culture because he was like, Bubba, I was ready for 2 weeks. But last week we took a little time off, a little siesta, because his team is in the top of the AFC. He had to watch his Patriots, which I totally understand because it's football season and Thursday night is Thursday night. But ladies and gentlemen, welcoming to the show is our man Cable. Cable, how you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good. So the both of you, this topic was the one that I come up with, and I'm going to say that I don't think it was the smartest top 10 that I've ever come up with. I am going to not pat myself on the back, but I will say before we get into it later on in the show, I had to watch these movies, and the greatest chase scenes of all time, I've never watched never watched any of those movies.
What?
So I know it's going to catch some heat. Yes. So I couldn't put them in there because I know they're the top, but I never ever watched them. So when we get to our top 10, you guys will be lambasting me, and I'm going to get lambasted. So, but while we were in the studio, because we haven't done this in a week, I haven't been watching any movies, but Cable said he went to see The Running Man.
Oh.
And he is going to tell us both. I think I might be saving my money. But Cable, you went to see The Running Man. How did you like it?
I didn't.
Oh, you usually love everything, Cable. I'm surprised. This is great. Let's hear it.
It wasn't very good. I'm a big fan of Glenn Powell. He really won me over in the Twister sequel. I thought he was good in that. He was good in The Killer. I think it's called. No, that wasn't The Killer. But he was a Hitman. That was the Hitman on Netflix or Hulu or whatever it was. He's done good performances, but I just didn't buy him in this role. The way his direction for the movie, they just told him be angry the whole time. That was it. then they had a couple parts of the movies where they tried to really linger on the family aspect and this and that, but they're just beating you over the head with politics the whole time, and
no.
maybe
So
politics might not be the exact right term, but there's commentary all through the movie on society and classism, and I get it. That's probably that was baked in from the book and things like that. But it wasn't anything. I thought going into it was going to be a thrill ride, like a fun action movie, and it's not fun.
Okay,
it's not
so
fun.
let me ask you a question, Cable, because I know me and Shane were big Schwarzenegger. Is it anything? Which one's better, the original or this?
I don't know.
You never saw the original?
No.
Oh my God.
Nope. I've never seen the original, and then somebody that had seen the original said you should wait until you watch before the first one or before the new one came out. They said they told me just wait, watch it after the new one, and saw the new one, wasn't a fan. So
okay, so now you got to watch the original one,
mm-hmm.
and then the next time I'm going to ask you which one you preferred, because the original one seemed to be more like over the top, like goofy action, where this movie here that you saw is not.
No, it's one of those movies where you don't feel good while you're watching it. Like that, the action scenes and stuff aren't played up for fun action. They're just
no.
It just wasn't. It was wet fart for me. I walked out.
I appreciate it. Shane, you wanted to go see this. You were talking about going to see this.
I was thinking about it, but I went and saw Predator Badlands.
Oh, okay. So we can go off one. I'm going to save money on not seeing Total Recall. I'll watch it here at the house. So Shane, did you see? Both of you saw the Predator movie, or just Shane?
I've seen it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys go ahead. Let's hear it.
I give it 2 thumbs up. Cable.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you though, both. Like, I heard that it was like, did they kick this fucking Predator out because he had fucking, like, he was the last kid in the Predator school and he got picked last?
He used to run from his family.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was going to be because he's a they, them, and he was just a little small, but it made more sense. When they did it, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. So everything that I was like, this is going to suck, and I hate it because of this, this, and this, they addressed it. They're like, no, Shane, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Well, these aren't the droids I'm looking for.
Yeah, because no offense, Shane, I thought if you went to go see it, that you was going to shit all over it.
No,
I'm surprised.
I went saw it by myself. I'm like, hey, go see it. And I went, I think last Friday afternoon, I went and I had a nice time just sitting there. Veterans Day, because they gave me free popcorn. I'm like, yeah,
what is that? Is that what made it best? Was the free popcorn?
No.
Okay. No. Wow. Okay. So you both, and Cable, you liked it too?
I did like it too, and I fucked up. I liked it despite my showing. I accidentally bought 3D, and I fucking hate 3D.
No.
Wait, you watched it in 3D? That would be really crazy.
Was it good?
It didn't really add much to it, I didn't think. It wasn't a movie that was really made for 3D. But
that's surprising though, because of the action and all the cinematography. You figure 3D would be kick ass. I can't do 3D because of my concussions.
Yeah, I'm saying
right. I don't like them because I'm already wearing glasses, and they're kind of made to fit over glasses, but they still the double lenses fuck with my sight during the movie. I just wanted the IMAX showing, and I didn't even catch it. I bought them in a hurry, and it was IMAX 3D, which it was the only showing that night after 6 o'clock. I saw it the Friday night it came out, the night after you did, Shane, and loved it. Had a great time. Kind of the opposite of The Running Man. It was more fun than I expected it to be.
Right.
Wow.
I went in thinking like it wouldn't be bad, because I thought the trailer looked solid. And so I just went in thinking it'll probably be all right. And then it was really enjoyable. Really.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I have a question for both of you because I was watching it a little bit. Like I got 5 minutes. on my cable system at my house. Okay, but the Predators were fucking speaking Japanese because it was Japanese. That's how I got my movie. So the Predators were actually talking.
They were talking in was it Jaju or Kaji or whatever?
Yeah. So it's a made up Predator language.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
but
have to read.
they were talking in Japanese. I mean, seriously, Japanese, and I'm like, I can't fucking. It was like when he got put on the planet, and they're like, "Don't say na na mama," and it was like and I was like, I'm fucked, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait because I gotta wait another. Because the Saudis, you know how I'm going to get a conversation with the Saudis here in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes. But I thought they were talking, and I didn't think the Predators ever talk, so they weren't talking at all then.
Yeah, they talk. It's just in their own language.
Okay.
And then the droid, which is huge for me and Shane. I don't know if we want to go into that or not.
No, go ahead. Look, I'm the last kid that got invited to the party. I'm the kid that, when the school bus came around, picked me up last because you guys are already ahead of me in this alien TV show.
You got to watch Aliens. You got to watch it.
I don't like. I don't.
It doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter. It's so good.
Okay. So what we're alluding to is,
what do you think? You should watch it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'd recommend that to anybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
But what we're alluding to is the female droid that was in all the promotional stuff. She is a droid from the company in the Alien franchise. So finally, Alien and Predator are canon together because the Alien vs. Predator movies weren't canon to either franchise's normal timeline. You know, so this is like MCU versus Sony's Spider-Man shit that didn't connect to it. So Alien and Predator were never canon in the same universe until this movie.
So now it is.
Correct.
It is. And it ties in wonderfully.
So
just like the Alien.
Okay.
Alien Earth tied in perfectly. Like it was just seamless.
So Alien Earth ties into the fucking Predator franchise based off the TV show.
Well, the entire Alien franchise ties together.
Yeah.
But when the Alien versus Predator, when they blew up that fucking town in the Colorado, that's not canon.
Those weren't canon, no.
No.
Oh. Okay.
But stuff is coming up, and this is going to be a lot of movies are going to be brought into this world. And we want you to understand it. That's why watching that, and it's only 7 episodes, the Alien Earth thing.
8 at top, 8 at most. I think.
If you like, and the way it's fed to you with a Peter Pan kind of twist, which all the characters name it after Peter Pan.
Wait a minute, what's a Peter Pan twist? What the fuck is that? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that analogy, Shane.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Oh,
watch it.
Pan
I'm the last one to the party. But I also heard in The Predator that like this movie, Arnold's coming back as Dutch, supposedly. What, you know something that I don't, Shane? Is that why you're laughing?
That I heard that too. It's supposed to. That's been a rumor, and if it's true, that is fantastic. Because that
another Predator movie.
Yeah, there's another one coming out. Because here's the thing. Remember the series, the cartoon where they had those people in like cryogenic kind of frozen stasis? Or you're like, you saw Dutch. You saw that girl from Prey all in that lineup. Remember that?
I didn't even catch that.
Is that the cartoon?
Yeah.
The Killers movie. Animated movie.
I didn't see.
I'm
so far behind. I did not see that. I'm
anyway.
Watch that too.
Anyway.
Wow. Okay, so thumbs down on Recall. Watch it at home.
Nope.
Don't go to
Running Man.
Or Running Man. Oh yeah. When I say Total Recall, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to give that remake a thumbs down, also you can. That one that came out about 10 years ago with Colin Farrell.
I didn't think that was good either.
Right.
I don't
give them both a thumbs down.
Yeah. Okay. But I'll go. I have to get the Alien show to know what the fuck's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I watch the Alien?
Up between me and Shane for Alien.
Should I watch the Alien show before Predator then?
No, you don't have to.
Are you sure? Okay.
No.
Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. Because
But
I don't
it'll
know
make
what.
you want to watch it now because that's the synth in there. You understand why the synth, the woman who's half a woman, the droid or the whatever she is,
Okay.
why she's like the way she is. You understand it more because you're like, oh, I saw the genesis of that program and how they were created.
Okay. I gotta get. I gotta get with the times. I guess I'm behind the 8 ball. I'm behind the 8 ball. But before
Instead
we
of watching all these god darn Steelers games for fucking 4 hours, you can catch up on your aliens.
well, you're true, and hopefully I don't see aliens when I watch the goddamn Steelers. But I want to ask.
Aaron Rodgers is about as weird as an alien.
Hey, he was throwing the ball today. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have any idea. But I have a question for both of you, and I want your guys' take because I was doing cardio yesterday, and I do watch some stuff like pop culture stuff when I do cardio, and Warner Brothers, the guy who owns Shane might know what I'm talking about. The guy that was the TikTok that owns TikTok, and he tagged up with the Saudis, and they're looking to purchase fucking Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also too, before we went on, like an hour before, I saw that Comcast, Xfinity, and Comcast, I think, is the only company or leading them based on solely not having any foreign investors for Warner Brothers. So, I'm going to ask you first, Cable. What is your opinion about what I just said, due to the fact it's got something to do with the Warner DC, because we're worried about the more DC stuff from James Gunn coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm anxious about it. I don't like it. Warner Brothers is on a roll this year. They've hit home run after home run, not even just with superhero stuff, with Weapons, that horror movie that came out with Josh Brolin and Julia Garner. It was very good. That was Warner Brothers. One battle after another was Warner Brothers. F1 was Warner Brothers.
Uh-huh.
So they've been knocking out of the park this year. I don't know why you sell. And yeah, that really concerns me. I mean, I guess it depends on how savvy business people purchase it. Hopefully, they're able to recognize what James Gunn cooked for a little bit, because their numbers are final tallies are coming in for Superman. And Superman was not a flop.
I don't think it was. There's a lot of people that have been shitting on it, and it's not me. I
loved it. I think it's the best Superman movie ever made. Still, even after months later, I still hold that opinion. But financially, it made money. Now that the dust has settled, and it's one of the highest streamed things on HBO Max right now. Also, so there's interest there. And Peacemaker is amazing. Everything he touches is great. They're not going to survive another reboot.
You're right. You're right.
Superhero movies just aren't where they were 8 years ago, and you're going to chase everybody away.
Yeah.
The Saudis right now are working with Zack Snyder on a project, and I can't recall the name. I had it right before the show. So he has ties with working in Saudi Arabia. So
I've been seeing a lot of stuff on my social feed about the Snyderverse. Fucking everybody's been AI in it or pictures and this and that, and I'm like, man, just let it go.
Let it die. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that happens, James Gunn, if the Saudis get involved, I think James.
Well, the Saudis, I'm not real happy with the Saudis anyway, in my take, because fucking WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia, and that already fucks me off. So that's
not their fault, though. That's TKO being greedy sons of bitches.
Yes, and that's why I don't do a lot of wrestling content lately, because I'm not happy, and I have my love is like the old stuff. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I wanted to see John Cena, and I'm still going to watch his last Raw thing, but Friday nights, I haven't done anything in like 3 weeks. I just I'm so mad.
Same here. I haven't watched a minute of wrestling after SummerSlam. Because the
Yeah.
news had already broken out about the ESPN app coming out and all that, and SummerSlam was such a shit show
Yep.
that there's just
when you got some country taking over everything that we fucking enjoy, that's not good.
Mhm.
Like, E&A Sport, is it E&A Sports? I don't play video games too much anymore, but WWE, boxing, now they're looking to try to tie in with Warner Brothers. I don't know. Like,
a monopoly's never good. No.
No. And speaking of, before we get into our top 10 crazy top 10 movie chases of all time, brought to you by my dumbass who actually picked the topic. You two will probably go see Avatar. One of you will, the other one won't. I'm not going to go see it, but I know the trailer is going to be there for Doomsday, but it'll probably leak out on. I'm just not a big Avatar person.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one, but it's like after I watched it, like it's Dances with Wolves, but with blue people.
Yes, and that's why I always think that. And then,
well, yeah, but there's a lot of those. Fast and Furious, Point Break, they all have that trope of somebody they snuck in, they're undercover, they're whatever, and then they end up siding with the people. So, but you're not wrong. Also, I love it personally myself. I've watched the first one a handful of times, which I'm a big rewatcher of movies.
When is that movie coming out, Cable? Is it coming out during Christmas?
I think the second week of December, I believe.
Okay.
Second or third.
Okay.
Now, the thing at Disney's really cool. The Avatar thing at Disney, the experience, it's phenomenal.
I didn't ride the ride, but the Pandora section itself, we were there at night when everything was lit up, and it was amazing. But I really enjoyed the second one. I've only watched it once. I only watched it in theaters, because that's kind of the movie. That's what it feels like to me. It's a movie you go to theaters to see.
There's two? There's two Avatars? Okay, I've only watched the first one.
Yeah, the third one comes out.
Oh, you didn't even know there's two, Shane?
I thought
fuck yeah! It's like electricity and water, or water and ice, or fire and ice, or something.
The second one is water based, and then this new one is fire based. It's like all different tribes on Pandora, and there's
scissors.
Yeah, pretty much. Earth, Wind, and Fire. But there's going to be 5 movies total.
Holy shit, that's 5 too many.
That's the timeline.
Devil must love them. Cable and Devil love those movies. I
think they're good.
If you said, Shane, sit and watch it, I wouldn't fight you, but I'd be like, okay. I'm not excited, but I can see like the draw.
I don't think there's a movie right now since, well, you guys said the Predator movie, but I'll probably watch it here at the house. Well, the Running Man, fucking okay. I thought that was the preview looked good, but now I don't know of any other movie at the end of this year to go see, because I'm not a big Avatar guy. And is there any other movie, Cable, that is coming out at the end of this year that is worth going to the movies?
No, I don't think there's any other big releases coming out. You're getting into award season type stuff now. So there's definitely no other big blockbusters that I can think of.
I'm not going to movies to watch fucking Terms of Endearment. That's just not my cup of tea. And I thought that The Mandalorian and Grogu was coming. That's not coming out till next year, because I listened to fucking somebody.
Yeah, that's nice.
7 and 3, and it's coming. No, it's 6, 7. Yeah, well, yeah, and I think the only thing that I have to look forward to is Wonder Man on Disney Plus. That's all I have.
Oh, that's coming out on Disney Plus?
Yes, that's
when?
Yeah, December here. And okay, look, he's in the comic books. He's white. The character the actor who plays him is the guy who was at Black Mamba in Aquaman, which was a great villain. And he's I don't know what I say, Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, if you guys are
Okay.
watching this, it's the Black Mamba. That sounds like a porno. Volume 1. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Kobe.
Yeah, but that's the only thing that I'm actually looking forward to because I can't think
Do you
of
think
any
it
movie.
looks good? Have you watched the trailer?
I have watched the trailer. It's got a different take. It's going to have a different take because
I'm concerned.
he's the character he's playing. He's trying to play the character of Wonder Man, and they made all these movies because it's a spoof. But Wonder Man's already in the movies. But is he Simon Williams? I don't know.
I believe he is. So they're trying to focus on the actor part of his backstory from the comics, and then
But he was a stunt man. He was a fucking stunt man. He wasn't even
right.
an actor. But,
and they're going to make it a meta thing where Wonder Man existed. I don't have any issues with the casting or anything like that. It just reminds me of She-Hulk, where they're too worried about making a funny sitcom type show because there's no superhero action in any of the promotional material yet. There's the flashbacks to older, the actual Wonder Man or however they're going to poise that, but there's no superhero shit going on in the trailer at all. And that makes me think of how She-Hulk, they were more worried about trying to make it a sitcom than, focus on the superhero stuff and have the sitcom part to be the second half.
She-Hulk could have been so much better, and then they pooched the punt. So, I mean, I'll when I watch that, then we'll talk about that. But I mean, I do like the Wonder Man in the comics. So, but also Devil said Fallout. Okay, so I have two things to look forward to.
I like that.
Oh yeah,
Fallout I like that.
I like Fallout.
So, yeah.
Good call.
Yeah. So, okay, so enough pulp culture stuff. Now we're going to go into the dumbest topic that I actually picked on the fly 2 weeks ago, and we had 2 weeks to do this.
We're going to have fun.
Okay, well, I hope so because once again, I had every movie that I pick in any of these top 10s or something, I have to watch them. So there's movies out there that are probably so iconic, I'm going to have to say I never had a chance to watch them, and that's my fault. That's on me. But we are doing the top 10 movie chases by plane, by car, by running, by bike, by whatever. This is our take. It's just our opinion. And I have a couple, we have honorable mentions. I said 3 to 5. I barely got 3. And they don't have to be long chases. They could be short or long. It doesn't matter. It's just my opinions, and it's Cable's and Shane's opinion. But I'm starting this off, which it should be a little higher, but I'm going to start it off as iconic because Steve McQueen is probably going to be number 1 in probably everybody's iconic chases. But he is number 10. And if you guys ever saw the Great Escape, when he was on a motorcycle and the Nazis were chasing him at the end, and it's a great movie. Charles Bronson's in it. So that is my number 10. He's on a bike, and then the Germans catch him again. So, but that's my number 10. Shane, your number 10.
Baby Driver, opening scene, 2017.
I saw the ending, and I never saw the opening. That is a good one.
Chase. It's good.
Okay. Cable.
Okay, my number 10 isn't a movie you think of when you think of chase scenes. It was one part in the movie. It's an action movie, but it's not about cars or chases. So it's not that iconic, but it's very good. And it's iconic to the movie because most of the promotional material show these guys in nun masks while they're robbing an armored vehicle. My number 10 pick is The Town. And there's a very good chase scene that happens
Oh shit!
right after they knock off an armored truck when they're in their nun disguises with the masks, the ghoul masks. And it's weaving in these tight alleys. You know, they're driving a minivan to be less conspicuous, but then they get busted. And it's a very good technical chase scene.
I see. I knew when I do you an anchor, you got fucking shit that you pull out of.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I'm going to go into the chat. And Afton, I don't know if these are 10, but she said Indiana Jones chasing on a tank to save his dad. And Devil said Smokey and the Bandit.
Too early for Smokey and the Bandit. It has to be top 5.
Yeah. So my number 9, okay, is you know, when I was a kid, very iconic. Okay. And oh wait, number 10. Hold on. George got Lightning Jack with Paul Hogan and Cuban Jr. Okay. My number 9 is they were getting chased by the fucking alien task force. There were kids on a bike. Yes.
Oh, that's a good one,
Yes.
Bubba.
Yes. E.T. When they were on a bike. E.T. And then they fucking went up the iconic over the moon thing. And I did see that movie when I was a kid, and I fucking was in the middle of a fucking brunette and a blonde when I was 12 years old, and I just ate Chips Ahoy. So that was iconic too. And that was a cookie chase trying to get me a bigger chase, I guess. But that's my number 9 is the bike chase scene in E.T. So Shane?
Mine it's a massive car chase. Mad Max Fury Road from 2015.
I seen that movie. I still like Mel Gibson.
Well, he's on my list too.
Okay.
I have it up a little higher.
Okay. So Cable, you're number 9?
My number 9, I was excited to be able to put this on the list, find a spot for it, because it incorporates multiple versions of chases. My number 9 is The Bourne Ultimatum. There's a very iconic chase scene that starts off on bikes. He's on a dirt bike, I think, and then it moves to a foot chase across rooftops. And there's a super well-known, I don't know if I want to call it iconic fight, but scene that was in all the promotional material. You still see it on YouTube all the time for stunts where he jumps off of a roof and crashes through a window on a balcony.
Oh, yeah.
The camera follows him through that. And just for that part alone, I think it earned a spot in the top 10. So that's my number 9.
Okay, cool. So Devil got The Goonies. George got Gone in 60 Seconds. Devil says they shot that movie where I work. And then Afton says the transporter car on a sidewalk. I don't have any transporter, but the transporter. Yeah, I'm sure somebody else got it.
Transporter, but yeah, I ended up couldn't put it on the list.
I think I got some crazy chases. I think, and I don't know if my list is whatever, but we're at number 8. Okay. As soon as back to fucking Indiana Jones, as soon as he fucking switched the idol, and the fucking ball comes rolling down after him and he gets chased by the fucking natives and he's running like a motherfucker. I'm going with Raiders of the Lost Ark. That opening scene is my number 8.
Good one. Thought about it. That's a good one.
Oh, I'm surprised I got any good ones, to be honest with you, because this is fucking hard. Shane,
we're number 8. I have also The Great Escape. Sorry.
Oh no, you got yours as higher.
Him running from the. He was chased a couple times in that movie, and the fact
he always tried to escape, and they put him in the fucking
right.
down in the fucking in the what do you call that, Shane?
In the hole.
In the Hole. Yep. It was a good movie. James Garner. Fucking who else? Donald Pleasant. Charlie Bronson when he was fucking digging the tunnel out. I mean, it's a very, very good movie. So, okay. Cable, you're number 8.
My number 8 is Matrix Reloaded, the highway chase scene.
I was gonna put. I didn't put that in. I was gonna put that in.
I have that as my honorable mention. That's good.
Okay. Yeah, and I just rewatched that last week, and it still holds up. There's a little bit of CGI that's a little iffy, 20 years later, but that's what are you going to do? But the actual real stunts that they did are very good in that chase scene, the practical stunts.
Okay. Good stuff. Devil said no with the Ghost Rider himself, Nicolas Cage. After Top Gun, last flying scene, Devil's Got Born Identity. So, guys, thanks for playing. And number 8 is Midnight Run with Robert De Niro. George Gott. Okay. I remember watching that movie long time ago. So, my number 7. Well, it was when this is my only Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, which is surprising. And no offense, it's not Predator. It's Terminator T2 when the T-1000 is chasing the kid and Arnold and the big 18-wheeler, and he has the bike and he fucking clocks the fucking shotgun and shoots, So that's my number 7 is the chase scene in Terminator 2, the motorcycle chase scene. When the 18-wheeler crushes across the bridge and fucking tries to chase him down. So, yep, that's my number 7. Shane?
I hate to do it, but Fast and Furious. I have to do the OG 2001 Fast and Furious. It's a good chasing.
Which one?
Oh, there's all through the movie. There's chasing. So it's like, I mean,
well, see, I had a internal conflicts. I was like, is it a chase or is it a race? Or there's different things,
Well,
so.
I think the chase is they're chasing after in those Civics. They're chasing after the bad or the
That's a good one.
The money in the back or the stuff in the back of that truck, So
yeah, I almost had Fast and Furious on my list, and I'll talk about why later. But yeah, that's.
I don't have any Fast and Furious. I do not have any Fast and Furious on my list.
And then there's other ones that are probably better, but I'm trying to think of one to put in the top 10 that everybody's seen because, like if you put Death Proof from 2007 with Quentin Tarantino, not everybody's seen that.
That's fine.
You know what I mean?
But it's what you
I
said.
had that on my list. I had that on my first draft, and then I took it out.
It's an honorable mention, but you know what I'm saying? I have to do something that people have seen. You know what I mean?
No, brother.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You stall. This is your top 10.
Yeah.
I said, I haven't saw, I never saw the French. I'm gonna get fucking lambasted right now. I never saw the French Connection, and I never saw fucking Bullet. But Bullet is probably the number 1 fucking car chase scene in all-time movie history, and I've
watched enough of Bullet, but the French Connection I've tried to watch and I can't get into it. It's freaking garbage.
But they said in that scene, they said that's
good, but it's just
But they said that scene was real. They didn't even have it fucking barricaded off, and it was real.
Well, the thing of it is that Steve McQueen's Mustang was a lot slower than that 68 Charger, so
of course it fucking was.
They really had a hard time, but he could. It was really interesting how they talk. I saw a documentary on it. It was pretty crazy. So,
well, I'm taking ownership for not seeing those two, and hopefully one day I can actually see those movies. So, because I couldn't put any movies on that I didn't see. So, and Afton said Gone in 60 Seconds and Enemy of the State.
Oh yeah.
My number. Where am I at here? Because I wrote my list up. We did skip you. But now
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
back to you.
Thank you.
We're back to you.
You're
I was
number
just looking where I'm at. So
Okay.
you're at number 7, Cable. I'm looking to see where I'm at.
My number 7, just rewatched this actually over the last week also, so it's fresh in my mind. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the sequel, when he's at the Spider Society and all of the different Spider-Man are
Oh, that's a
facing
good
him.
one. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
Oh,
good
that's a
one.
really good one.
Damn. That's a good shit. Yeah. That is a fucking damn. I totally forgot about that one.
That's a good one.
It just was so perfect because I put it on just to watch it. My boy wanted to watch it, and then
Ding,
this
ding, ding,
epic
ding,
chase
ding.
scene happens. And I'm like, yeah, it was like when the light shines on the tree in a Christmas Vacation.
Wow. Damn. That is a good one. Because that's good. That was a good animated chase scene.
Yes, so, yeah.
Crazy Mama with Cloris Leachman.
Mhm.
I've never seen that one, but I can only imagine. Number 6. Number 6 is probably higher on Shane's list than mine, but it's iconic. And it was probably this is probably one where it's the whole movie, but Buford P. Justice and fucking chasing that Trans Am, and that's my number 6, and that's probably the whole way through the movie. So that's my number 6, probably higher on Shane's, but of mine,
It is much higher.
yeah. My number 6.
Much
So
higher.
Shane, what's your number 6?
A Bullet. It's the granddaddy of them of all on my list. It's the oldest one, and it just every car chase scene has to either outdo it or that's the benchmark. Like when you're
Gotcha.
doing a film, you're like, you think about that green Mustang, and you think about that black Dodge Charger, which is the bad guy, and just that's it. That's the hero car, villain car.
Gotcha. Okay. And you actually saw that movie? So
About 75% of it.
Okay. Well, you got me beat. Cable?
But I saw it like multiple times, so I've seen that car chase scene like 5 times.
Right. I've never seen it. What is yours?
My number 6. Sounds like there's an echo in here. Mine's Bullet also.
Oh, wow.
30 years ago, it would probably be number 1, but modern filmmaking, especially stunt work, you can't compete. But it does deserve a spot because it's kind of the first one to do it, I think, also at that level, at least, And what I alluded to a little bit ago, Shane, by the way, I love that your Fast and Furious entry was the first one and not, like 5 where they drag the safe or whatever, because I think the first one is the best one out of the entire series. And my dream car is Dom's 1970 Dodge Charger RT. That is, if I could have any car in the world, that would be it. I love Dodge Chargers, 68, 69, 70. So Bullet, I just love watching that Dodge Charger.
I feel so bad now because you two seen it, and I'm like, I'm the fucking little kid looking outside in the window, looking in, and you guys are all by the fireplace, all nice and toasty, and I didn't see it, so I feel left out.
Yeah, you got time. But yeah, iconic, one of the early ones to do it. Everything Shane said about it on his one. I love the part where there's an interior shot inside the car and you're just watching through the windshield, as somebody sitting in the back seat with a camera filming. So yeah, the ingenuity. I love, muscle cars are my favorite kind of car. So there's just everything about that scene is amazing.
Yeah, I feel so left out on the show today because you guys are watching. I'm like so far behind. Shooter, Devil Says, Dukes of Hazzard, After 6. I've seen this movie, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry. I seen that movie, and the Mummy Car Chase. Yeah. Now my number, we're on 5, and 5 is not a car chase. It's not a cycle race. It's not whatever. Number 5 is probably the most fucked up one I had on this list. Is the zombies chasing people in World War Z? Those fuckers. Yeah, that was fast. And this motherfucker, this Dago, is getting killed very quickly. So, yeah, I did not know when I watched it that the fucking zombies could chase down people that quickly. It was a new take on the zombie lore for me. I'm not a big zombie expert besides watching The Walking Dead, but I mean, when they gave chase, it was all over but the crying, and it was very quick. And then when Jerusalem or something, when they were climbing up and stuff, and I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, that was my one of my craziest picks. So Shane?
Well, we're at number 5. Okay, well, I have to do a little bit of a fucking rabbit hole here
Okay.
because when I thought about the one I have at number 5, and it is Spectre. It's James Bond's scene where he's an Austin Martin and then there's a Jag, and it's just, but then I'm like, I have to mention, and it's not honorable mention, but do you like Quantum of Solace had an Austin Martin DBS and an Alfa Romeo going through the mountains, and then of course I picked Spectre because that's in Rome, and it's just just great cars. But you think back there, Goldeneye, there's a Ferrari and an Austin Martin, but there's always like an Austin Martin. Like Die Another Day, they're on freaking ice in 2002, and then there's like the boat scene from the one from the 80s. I can't try to remember which one that one, but there's
a lot of there. I mean, there's 45 fucking Bond movies.
So any one of these James Bond movies, but the one I just popped in my head that I thought was fantastic was Spectre, where they're going in the mountains and they're going way too fast. And Daniel Craig is really doing a great job driving. I think it is him driving at some points, but hey, that's a chase, baby. Got to have James Bond represented on this.
Yeah, and I think you were going to be. I don't know if Cable has a Bond movie on his. I do not. So unless Cable, he's got a poker face right now. I don't know what he has, but I know I don't have any Bond stuff. But Bond movies have a lot of.
Live and Let Die. Live and Let Die had the boat chase scene. Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Now when I go to Cable's like, oh, Bubba, I got it. Here's a James Bond movie coming up.
Nope, not a James Bond movie. One that was mentioned already, and I think that if it was mentioned lower than 5, is a slap in this movie's face. Terminator 2. One of the greatest practical chase scenes of all time. I mean, that truck flying down off of the bridge and, bumping the dirt bike, and then, Arnie's, the T-800 flying off on his
motorcycle. Your top 3. How do you not have it in your top 3? You guys are fucking.
Well, I'm fucked up. I'm fucked
You're gonna find out.
Wait till you see my other ones. I mean, I'm gonna get fucking booed off my own fucking show.
That's a fantastic pick, Cable. Thank you for putting that on there because I was starting to worry. At least you have it.
Well, I had it. I just didn't have it as high as him. So I'm fucking older than he is. So he just fucking jagged me. So
I had it number 1, and then kind of bumped it down as I got other movies. But
Jesus. Oh wow. Premium Rush, that's the one with the pedal bike, correct?
Yeah.
He's a pedal carrier.
Uh-huh.
Said Guns. George is Grand Theft Auto, Ron Howard. Never saw that one. George comes up with some movies that are like classics. Very classics. Okay, here I go. I'm gonna get fucking lambasted for this one. I just know it. My number 4 is the opening chase scene in Cannonball Run with the Lamborghini and the cops chasing them. And you had Adrienne Barbeau fucking putting down her fucking thing and giving, and they got off. And then at the end, they got picked up by the fucking female cop. That was a chase scene, and it was a sexy chase scene. So that's why it's my number 4. So, Shane?
I like that. And we're on number 4?
Yes.
OG, Mel Gibson. going through the Outback in Mad Max, 1979's Mad Max. I have to, they're chasing, they're getting chased throughout the movie. It's a good one. I like it. And it was remade. And then you have Thunderdome where they're like, they're chasing into the fuel truck and all that stuff. But it's that makes me think of, an old school chase.
Mm-hmm. No, that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
Okay,
Good.
Cable.
All right, my number 4. So I went back and forth a lot on this. There's 2 entries that I haven't gotten to yet. This is one of them that the entire franchise, just like what Shane said about James Bond, what you both said about James Bond, there's so many chases across this whole franchise. But my number 4 is a number 3, John Wick 3, Motorcycles and Horses.
That was a good one. That I was almost on my list. I was trying to think of what John Wick movie that was, because I'm like, he was on horseback.
Yeah, fighting, shooting, and sword fighting ninjas on motorcycles.
Nice. Okay.
But there were so many good chases, also. I mean, it was... So I almost cheated, and I almost just said the John Wick franchise as a whole entry, but I was...
well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean...
I challenged myself to pick one.
Well, hey, Cable, you're going to like this. It's halftime, and I know you're watching. The Texans are up over the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah. They should be up more also. This is the second time they were in the red zone. This last touchdown, they should have... It should be 24-16. And then Buffalo, they had a dumbass run back for a touchdown that Texans should have never let happen.
Right. Well,
but I digress. I'm not expecting the Bills to lose tonight.
But you never know. Any given Thursday. They
dropped into the Dolphins 2 weeks ago.
He did so good at quarterback last week, and now he's having an interception already. So
no, But number 4, the California Kid with Martin Sheen.
Oh,
those are George got all these good classic ones. Now, my number 3 is a fight scene with Carrie Ann Moss in the first Matrix when it's Mr. Smith. You know what I mean? Because I'd never seen any fight. I never seen anything like that, because I knew people were talking about it, and it took me. I didn't go to the movies to see it. I watched it at home, and I was like, holy shit! Like the first opening scene, the fight scene, and all that stuff, and the chase, and he turns into Agent Smith, and he's what I didn't know. I didn't have any concept of what it was. So that's my number 3. Shane?
Oh, my number 3 was number 1, and it bumped down to number 3. I have T2 Judgment Day. Pitt as a young, what was the guy's name? John Connor. Was that John Connor when he's young? Yeah,
Yep.
Against the T1000. Guys,
come with me if you want to love.
Yeah, Harley. That big tractor trailers. They have all kinds of shit happening.
Okay.
So much of it was practical. Yeah, that was what's so impressive about it.
Okay. Your number 3, Cable.
All right, my number 3, same thing applies as my number 4. This franchise is full of great chase scenes. I almost just put this as an entry for the whole franchise itself. But just with John Wick, I challenged myself to pick one. And my number 3 is Mission Impossible Fallout. Bubba, I'll have to explain it to you since you don't watch those movies.
Thank you.
It's a helicopter chase scene where Tom Cruise actually pilots a helicopter, and he does a stunt maneuver in the helicopter that professional pilots can't even pull off sometimes, where he does a corkscrew maneuver while dropping altitude over a cliff. And it's just blows you away. And then when you add on the aspect of him actually doing that himself, it's an amazing feat to watch.
See, I thought you were going to say the Cruise on the motorcycle on the Mission Impossible one where he takes
there was that one. There's another good motorcycle chase scene that he's in the movie before that. And there's also a chase scene where he's being chased by motorcycles when he's not on a motorcycle. I mean, there's another one in Fallout actually where it's an on-foot chase, and he jumps from one rooftop to another, and he actually broke his ankle because his foot hit hit right off where am I at? There we go. Hit right against the building. So he was supposed to like land on his stomach across the roof, but instinctively he put his foot out and he finished the chase scene with the broken ankle. You could see it.
He's only 4'6". I mean, he's not.
But yes, my number 3, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay. We're getting down to the nitty gritty here. Okay. My number 2 is one, once again, I saw in the movie theater when I was a kid. Okay. My number 2 is the TIE Fighters and the Millennium Falcon going against the asteroid in Empire Strikes Back. That's fucking corny, but that's my Star Wars reference. One of many here that it's probably going to happen. But that's my number 2. Because I think my number 1 is too great to fucking pass up. So Shane, your number 2.
Get out your mustaches, your red jackets, and your Trans Ams, because Smokey and the Bandit is at number 2 from 1977.
I figured
all I
you'd
got to
have,
say.
yeah. I thought that was your number 1, but it's probably Predator. Yeah.
It's Predator. Shut up.
Yeah. Cable, what's your number 2?
All right, my number 2 was already mentioned. The entire movie is almost a chase scene. Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
Some of the stunt work they did in that movie, some of the ways that was filmed, and there could be an argument made for a few of movies out of the Mad Max franchise, but I kind of set my own rule for my list, is I only wanted to have one entry from a franchise, and as impressive as the original ones were for their time, I know it's kind of unfair, just like rule books, or not rule books, but
you're very hard on these picks. When you pick these, you must have like requirements and fucking
but Cable, they're 50 years apart, almost 45 years apart.
That's what I mean. To me, I can appreciate what they did in the past, especially at the time they did it. They weren't making films. The way they filmed the chase scenes in the first 2 Mad Max movies, they invented a new way of filmmaking for that. Yeah. And as inventive and iconic as that is, I know it'll never be fair, but I don't think that can compare to Fury Road with modern effects and everything. It's just like record books in sports. 50 years ago, guys aren't playing the way they used to play, and that's not fair, but it is what it is.
Kicking 70-yard field goals 50 years ago, or 40 or 30 or even 20 like they are now.
Unless you're whatever Norm Van Brocklin or whoever the fuck he was that still holds the single game passing total record from 1950 whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of good ones in Mad Max, but that scene where they get sucked up into the storm and Max is on the hood as the blood bag and everything, that one, I think that's my number 2.
Okay. Well, I got a couple. Afton said Die Hard on a snowmobile. Now I have some honorable mentions. My one honorable number 2 is Cannonball Run from George. That's you can't go wrong with that one. Mine honorable mention is the Unstoppable with Denzel Washington with the train.
Oh, that's good.
Good one.
Yes, that was filmed in I think that was filmed in Altoona. And actually Kato was actually a fireman on that as an extra. Yeah. So another honorable mention, like I said, from the series is Luke going in for the Death Star with the TIE Fighters and Vader coming in, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the Millennium Falcon. So that was my honorable mention. So Star Wars, that little chase scene. And of course, for another honorable mention, the chase with Charlie Sheen, when everybody was, going after him. And I think Charlie Sheen will be at Steel City Con, actually, I think very soon, if it's not tomorrow or next week or 2 weeks from now or whenever it is. But I'm not spending money for that one. So Devil had honorable mentions. Predator and The Sixth Day. My number one chase of all time is Afton, and Devil said it, but I didn't want to click it in because I didn't want to give it away. To me, it's probably an iconic comedy chase scene because they had to get to the amphitheater to get there. The chase scene of all the cops and shit chasing fucking Jake and Elwood, the Blues Brothers, is my number one chase of all time. So Shane, your honorable mentions, and then your number one.
Man, I'll have to go. I can't believe this isn't in my top 10, but Ronin from 1998. That's that has a car chase to end all car chases. And if you haven't watched Ronin, it's a good movie. I know Cable, you've probably seen it. Have you?
No, I know with De Niro.
De Niro, yeah.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
Yeah, it's a good one. They have a good car chase in it. Die Another Day. There's an ice car scene where the cars are regular cars with studs on the tires and they're racing on ice. It's crazy. And to think that was from 2002, it just boggles my mind. That it was, the stunts were fantastic. Blues by the Brothers is on there. The Man with the Golden Gun. Death Proof with Quentin Tarantino. I mentioned them earlier. That was a movie he did that just flopped and doesn't get any love, but it was entertaining. Matrix Reloaded, which Cable already mentioned. So, my number one, it's not Predator, is the only one on my list that does not have cars. But it takes place in 1757. Oh, you're like, well, what the hell happened then? Last of the Mohegans. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Hawkeye chases Magwa's party to rescue Alice. That whole last part of that movie is just him running up a mountain chasing after that girl.
Oh, fuck, that's a good one, man. I never.
Fantastic movie. Mic drop. Best chase ever. Because guys are getting all excited with all these other chase scenes. This is one you can take the ladies to. It's a panty dropper. Guys like it. Man, 1992. Take girls to see that movie, and you're going to be in for a good one.
Oh, wow. Afton asked if the Pulp Fiction scene that ends in the pawn shop count. Yeah, that would count. That would be a chase scene. That would be a chase scene. She said, great choice. And she said Pirates of the Caribbean had a good. Okay, Cable, your honorable mentions.
All right, my honorable mentions. Death Proof, I already talked about. 1,000 times better than the other movie in that double feature, Grindhouse double feature. Love Death Proof. The Dark Knight, when he's trying to catch the Joker before the Joker gets to Harvey Dent, and the Batmobile gets damaged and it turns into the Bat Pod. He's going through the parking garages or whatever. He's, and the scores like pounding. This is where my James Bond mention comes for my list. It did make it, but it's not a car. In Casino Royale, the construction site on the cranes.
That's what I was looking for. Yep, that's one I was. Yep, that's Casino Royale. That's fantastic.
That's a hell of a stunt scene. And then I'll just, even though there's so many to pick, but this was said in the comments. You got to get Eleanor home. You got to get the unicorns. So Gone in 60 Seconds and the spillway there at the end.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. And, you guys are going to shit on me for my number one. It was already brought up once on one of your lists. We should really start to think about me not being the final turn on this, because mine always hit with a wet fart. Just
No, because I bring you at the anchor because you have every pick that you do, you get an in-depth analysis of your pick.
Reason.
And that's why.
Okay. Well, I thought Shane somehow had my list and was fucking with me, because on the first couple of picks, our lists were exactly inverted on the first two picks, and the
Right.
last two. My number one's Baby Driver.
I
That
figured,
opening
I
scene.
figured you love that movie, and I figured you would have it in your top, so I didn't even put it in my middle.
Yeah,
I
it's
knew that would be that's your one of your better favorite movies. I know that.
yeah, the stunt work in that opening scene. What a better way to start a movie than with a chase
Yep.
scene, and it's a smart chase scene. I mean, I don't want to ruin too much for Bubba when he finally sees it, but
I saw the ending.
okay, yeah, but during the getaway, he disguises himself with other cars that are other matching cars to him, so that the surveillance or the chase helicopters lose them when they go under an underpass, and all the characters in the car, and it's just it hits. John Bernathal's in it, and right when it starts, John Bernthal does this awesome move where he points forward, for them to start, and the driver kicks it in reverse, and they go the wrong way on purpose. And it's so fun, and it's got great music. So yeah, that's my number one.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Honorable mention, I wanted to add it, and I forgot to type it in, was The Italian Job also. The only time Mini Coopers were ever cool.
The Wahlberg, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And Shane Shane, I love your little comment. Yeah, that's good.
That's honorable mention.
Well, that should be number one, because that's before a Steeler game, during a Steeler game, and after a Steeler game. And I was going to pick this one, Afton. That opening scene of Deadpool in Wolverine. I was going to do that, and I'm like, great. And I was going to, and I didn't. George said number one was Duel with Dennis Weaver. And Afton said honorable mentions was Howard the Duck, the airplane scene, and Temple of Doom, the rope bridge. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this was a different top 10 take that I never. Okay. This one was very hard. And goddamn, I don't know. So I don't know. We gotta okay, this is going to be different.
I got one.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you got, because then we got weeks and weeks and weeks to keep doing this. So, and we're doing this when we don't have a lot of pulp culture stuff, and we put the pulp culture stuff before, and we shoot the shit, and then we go right into, which is cool. I think it's kind of cool.
10 villains that aren't sci-fi.
Okay.
Oh,
can't be sci-fi villains. They have to be like either historical or like a character, but they can't be like sci-fi. They can't be Darth fucking Vader.
Can't be Predator either.
Okay, hold on, time out. Yeah, hold on. Time out. So, so your definition of a villain?
Jaws could be a villain.
Okay, so it can't be any sci-fi. No sci-fis at all.
Yeah, no, it could be.
No, what's your definition of
sci-fi? It could be Cujo. It could be Jaws. It could be, that serial killer, like some villain from, but it can't be like, I try to. There has to be a line between like.
Well, this is your pick. So I mean, your requirement.
I don't know. I'm just trying to, guys. What do you think? You think that's good?
I like that.
I think it's a good. I
like that.
I just want to make
an example so we know what would be a good example?
Like
Pennywise.
Okay. But so horror characters.
That's more science fiction. Freddy Krueger is a good villain, but he's more sci-fi. You can't use him.
Wait. You think? Hold up. You think Freddy Krueger is sci-fi?
No. I'm just not sci. I'm trying to think of where's the line?
So sci-fi would be Darth Vader. Sci-fi would be the Khan. Sci-fi would be Klingons. Sci-fi would be the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica.
So, if I were to what pops in my mind is I forget the guy's name, but he was in Inglourious Bastards, and he was the Nazi.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know.
Or Hans Gruber.
Yeah,
Hans Gruber. Yes. Thank you.
Hans Gruber. those type of motherfuckers.
Okay,
know,
now
like
Shane, is this limited to just movies? Like
I don't
movies-
know. I'm
like
asking you
movies that you
guys.
saw at the movie theater.
I think it should be limited to movies.
I think
Okay.
movies, yeah.
TV could probably be its own countdown. Also,
Yeah.
TV antagonists.
That's another topic. See, that's another top 10.
Right.
So Jason X, is that sci-fi?
Oh, that's a that's a good.
That is good. I don't know.
That's funny.
Jason X.
It does take place in space.
It does take
Oh,
place
yeah,
in
yeah,
space.
yeah. That's right. I forgot about that.
No, that's okay. So next week is the top 10 villains non-sci-fi movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Well, it has to be
non-sci-fi.
like it's like historical, like a guy that's just like, oh, that's a bad dude, like Hans.
Oh,
Gruber.
so you want like
Realistic almost.
you want action.
Action. It could be like a drama, or like it could be, the girl from Fatal Attraction. That she was
She
a
was a
bad
fucking
villain.
bitch. She was
The
a fucking
chick from
bitch,
Misery.
yeah.
She
So
was.
you want
she
more?
was
You
crazy.
want more realistic, not
Real
like
villains. Yeah, realistic villains.
realistic movie villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should probably take horror out of it also, because
Yeah,
horror kind of.
Like
No
Misery
horror.
is not real. It's kind of like the line between horror.
Well,
Yeah,
but
what I'm saying, like.
like Freddy Krueger is a
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
different.
like-
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
no,
Pennywise,
it's fantastic.
Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers would not.
Yeah,
be
none of that shit.
None of
That's,
that.
that's all horror.
No
Yeah.
Vader, because Vader's number one in my
No
eyes.
More
vampires,
grounded.
no anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No, Mr. Smith or anything.
No fucking King Ghidorah. No King Ghidorah as a villain. Can't do that. None of
Yeah.
that. Okay. So it has to be realistic.
Yes, after the
movie
Crazy
villains.
Hofer monster.
Okay. Like the two old guys from fucking Trading Places. They were fucking evil.
Yep.
Mortimer and his brother.
Yep.
Fucking terrible.
And it
terrible
could even
people.
be Little Nicky. You can watch Little Nicky as a comedy, and is Satan the bad guy, or isn't he in that one?
I mean, there can be bad guys in comedies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comedies. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it can't be horror movies. The horror movies and science fiction
See,
movies.
Cable's
are out.
he's getting all
He's
all
already-
ready.
he's
already.
Villains are my favorite topic.
I
so
know,
this
that's
is,
why I thought of that. I thought, this
Okay.
is one that would be.
Okay. So next
I
week,
I
ladies and
wasn't
gentlemen.
shitting on you because I know you'd pick Vader number one.
Oh, I definitely yes.
So
Yeah.
make you think a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this one here made me think, and it was my own topic. So now Shane picked, and then the week after that, it'll be your topic, Cable. So
Okay.
get ready, and then we'll do it that way. So, yeah, that's great. Well, guys, it's good to be back on Thursday. We had a little brief moment of time there with some
Siesta.
Patriot football, and that's okay. And that's a good one.
Shooter
That's-
McGavin.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. And we appreciate everybody in chat for playing like always. And we love you guys for coming in and spending Thursday night with us. And next week, realistic movie villains.
I was thinking, members
Wait.
of the Steelers.
Wait, hold on. Next Thursday's Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Want to do a show?
Shit.
Want to do
can't do
it? You want to do it Wednesday after our show or before our show?
How about well, let me see. What
Move it to Friday?
I can go when you two guys.
Black Friday.
I can do Friday. I mean, I
Black
don't know
Friday.
if cable because Thursday.
Yeah, I think I can make Friday work.
Okay, we can do 9:00. We can do 9:00 Friday. So because everybody's going to be doing Thanksgiving shit. I mean, of course. And so we'll preempt it due to Thanksgiving. So it'll be Friday at 9. Because like I said, wrestling has just been fucking so blasé. I'm whatever.
Terrible.
Oh, and Stranger Things. Ooh,
Yeah,
shit.
my kids are excited about that.
Well, they're all in fucking retirement homes because by the time they fucking 11's pregnant and fucking
11 has stretch marks.
yeah. I mean, Jesus God Almighty.
She adopted
So-
a kid and she has stretch
I
marks
know.
from it.
Okay, George, thank you. Thanks everybody. So next Friday at 9:00, we'll be preemptive because of Thanksgiving, and everybody get ready to eat some turkey. So Cable, Shane, thank you guys so much. You guys have a great night. Everybody hit like and subscribe to the Triple B Experience to try to get some numbers up. And I know the Steelers Dynasty podcast, before I get out of here, is very, very close to over 300,000 views. So thanks to everybody. We're working to get 1 million. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to keep trucking along.
That one short,
So-
Bubba, had like 18 thumbs up today when I was talking about Darnell Washington.
Uh-huh.
That was
Oh,
getting lots
thank
of
you.
views.
Thank you, Afton. Yeah, because I'm gonna do last night's show. I have all that stuff cut up ready to put out tonight, and then I'm gonna go hit the hay. So my work is never done, like I told
Hey.
Candy yesterday. Hey. Hey. Okay, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you. Cable, Shane, thank you. And everybody, thank you. Have a great night, and we'll see you on the Triple B Experience. Hit like and subscribe. Good night, everybody.